are going on an adventure for my music video.
I'm attempting to attach this device to the car so we can attach the camera.
I was like, I don't think we can swim. I don't know. Like, there might be a spot.
Hydra. It's for putting a camera outside of the car, and
Heck yeah.
today is trial by fire day.
I'm going to go on a road trip, a mini road trip to a beautiful river and beautiful waterfalls. All right, this is Bullwinkle bus. I've had Bullwinkle for 22 years. And it's a home away from home.
Oh, it's very nice.
Or have a closet like that. I can hang up my stuff. And I got my food. And I've got my icebox. And it even has a kitchen sink. This is the original Opie. Definitely gonna come along for the ride today. Opie Opossum likes to just hang out.
So right now we're about to film the part of the music video where the bus comes across the bridge and goes down through the S-curves, and it's a beautiful day for it. Don't you think, Robert?
Yeah, watching this go down the road from that perspective was a whole new thing. I've never seen it from that perspective before. I'm always behind the wheel. You know, no one else gets to drive it. So, yeah, that was awesome.
My favorite part in the video is definitely like me, Tiffany, and Kim, and everybody that helped make the video was saying like going to Sandstone Falls and the waterfall, because water's like my favorite. The waterfalls here are super beautiful, and that was a treat. So that was definitely like my favorite part of the entire video. Oh, what a joy to get to, it was just, you know, hanging out with friends with cameras. So that was nice. It was cool to get to do a lot of things with people I love already, so swell. I just want everybody to see the beauty in West Virginia like I do, like to my perspective. Because we do get a lot of people that say negative things a lot, but until you come here and you appreciate the community that we have and the people that we have within the state, like, you won't understand. We are all definitely educated, and there's some of the most educated and creative entrepreneurs here in this state, and that gets overlooked a lot just because they think we're a bunch of hicks from the country, but we're not. I guess, like, growing up as a woman of color, it's tricky sometimes in this state to feel like you belong, because you're either too black or you're too whitewashed in a sense, and I always felt like I was in that in between. But I think as I've gotten older, the culture has changed a bit, and people have been more supportive. So, I don't know, I feel like that's an ongoing challenge of not feeling like I belong, but I found my people here and they make me feel like I belong, so that's all that matters. There's not a lot for opportunity, or growing up I thought there wasn't really much for opportunity around here, but as I got older, I learned like you kind of have to create that, you know, and not even for yourself, but for others as well. So whether it's the youth or like a business, if it's not here, why not create it and share it with everyone else?
It kind of gives us a blank space. It's beneficial for us because we have that ability to be creative in what we do, because we don't have the what we're supposed to do or what we can do. We can make our own things to do, which opens up our minds to think more and to figure out what we truly enjoy.
I guess I want them to do the same thing I did, just sit and reflect and like appreciate where you came from and see all the beauty that's here, because it's not a horrible place. Despite what people can say, there is a lot of beauty here, and to just sit with that.
I love it here so much. It's hard to think about going anywhere else because you have it all. You got good people, you got good places. And I think that's something I learned when I was traveling and kind of feeling out the rest of the country for where I might end up. at the end of the day, all the towns, they all end up the same. And it's the people in them that make a difference. And we just have some spectacular people here. So why would you go anywhere else and try to start new? And you just continue to make the lasting foundations of lifelong friendships that we get to do in these mountains here.
People are genuine here and kind. And communities are made up of the people. So that's got to be it.
There's just like a sweetness and a warmth and a kindness here that is just like a given. And I like that. It's the world can be a scary place sometimes, but even though the things I heard about West Virginia growing up have made it sound like a scary place, you get here and it's one of the most welcoming and loving communities I've ever been a part of. No matter, who you meet in it, it's always a pleasant surprise to be like, oh yeah, well, look at where we are. Of course, why would I expect the people around me to be bad when we live in such a lovely place? So
just how blessed we are to be here and to live in such a beautiful place and such a secure place, really. And I just really love being outside too, in general. You walk outside and there's just nature everywhere. It doesn't really matter where you go in West Virginia, there's always something like that. So, and also the beauty of seeing 4 seasons. Everybody is kind and I feel supportive also. But you could literally pass somebody on the street and smile at them and they would smile back. Or like if you're broken down on the side of the road, more than likely, not just one person, but like there will be 10 people right there willing to help you. And then you could walk into a coffee shop the next day and see one of those people and you're able to have conversation and just, the connections and things like that.
Do you think that that idea is reflected in any of the lyrics of your song?
I would like to think so. I would say like the last verse. It's, why don't you come on down and witness for yourself the magic in these mountains, these towns. I feel like that's what I was kind of stressing in the third verse is, the people here, like their hearts and they're magical, beautiful human beings.
It's home. It's the place I know. It's the place where my family live. I am part of a great community and working on a college campus for 18 years now. I think that each of us has a vision in our hearts and in our minds, and it's easy to follow that vision here. And then you will find others who have a similar vision. And it's community that makes the change happen.